Who goes live on a Saturday? Oh, hold on just a second. Technical difficulties. Boom. This should work. This is my first time using my Yeti mic. As I was saying before, who goes live on a Saturday? Me, I guess. Hot topics for today. No, I'm actually coming in. My hair looks wild. I'm coming in day 6. This is the last day of the LinkedIn growth training session for clinical research professionals that are looking to become more visible on LinkedIn, grow their brand, their business, content creation, visibility, gaining clients, sharing your story, just being real, authentic, and letting people know that whatever it is that you have to offer, that you are the SME in that particular niche. And also, whatever expertise that you have, you're able to teach people what you know and hopefully provide some type of transformation with whatever it is that you have to offer. Then it's best to show up with a purpose, a plan, and to serve the people that you are looking to help. And we have talked about those things over the last 5 days. And if you have not registered for those training sessions, you will be able to just go ahead and register. They're all in Thinkific combined together. If you're following me on Facebook, you can go back and watch it on Facebook. If you're following me on YouTube, I'm hoping that you all subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to get that to grow. There's going to be a little bit more content on that, different long form content teaching certain different topics. And then, of course, if you're on LinkedIn, you can watch it on LinkedIn. But if you would rather go to the Thinkific, you register, and all the series and trainings from day 1 and, of course, through today will be within Thinkific for you to go back and watch the replay as many times as you want to. And then I have it set up that once you have completed all 6 modules, you will receive a certificate at the end. And then also you can share that certificate right there on your social media page and tag me in it. There are directions within Thinkific and telling you how to do it and exactly what to say. Okay. So today is day 6. We're going to talk about how you should be positioning yourself for side hustles, partnerships, and visibility. I have shared my story on how I have been able to do that seamlessly, but it starts by showing up on LinkedIn and telling your story, or on whatever social media platform you are on, and being authentic and whatever it is that you have to say, like whatever it is that I am talking about. Again, if you don't know me and know what I'm doing, I work in the clinical research industry. And I've been in the clinical research industry for a little over 4 years, and I work for one of the biggest CROs in the industry. And I actually work for, I see some comments coming through. I work for a sponsor as well, one of the bigger sponsors within the industry. And as a matter of fact, whenever you go into the stores and you go, let's say, and you're buying any kind of vitamins, if you look at, let's say, the multivitamins for women, if you see GSK on there, guess what? I am an FSP worker for GSK. They make those vitamins among a lot of other things, but that's another topic to discuss. Anyway, so yes, I work in the clinical research industry, and I've preached and preached and preached and told and told and told. I live in a research naive area, and I'm showing up by telling people and basically, sharing how I'm building the infrastructure in this particular space because there is a gap in the industry and clinical research doesn't exist. I'm happy to do that because I'm really in love with what I'm building and the people that I'm serving and the purpose that it is creating and the mission behind what I'm doing. It's not just helping me grow as an entrepreneur and, making myself visible. It's actually overflowing into other B2B businesses that are seeing what I'm doing and wanting to partner with me, and or they're giving me the opportunity to partner with them. See, this is how you make yourself visible and showing up with purpose, plan, content, and something of value that's going to benefit that particular company as well. Because whenever you do that, whoever their clients are, they're going to probably, obviously, if they're saying, hey, I want you to partner with us, you're going to be a certified partner in this particular, and I won't go into details until it's done, in this particular space for our partner, for our company. That means whatever you have to offer, our clients will be able to tap into your resources. And then for me personally, I'll be able to do some onboard training, and it goes from there. So whenever you start making yourself visible, and you're not just creating a side hustle, you're creating a legacy. You're creating a legacy for yourself, because the more you keep showing up, the more you keep providing value, adding value, sharing your story, being authentic, showing people that what you have to offer is actually fulfilling a need, not just for yourself, but for your community and for the industry as a whole. It goes over very well. And what happens is it starts to attract a lot of people, whether it's in, volunteer workers. And I'll say this too. I have, within the short time period that I've launched my newsletter, and I just really been on here just talking about what I'm doing, I've had so many individuals reach out to me saying, hey, I want to be a part of your mission. I want to be a part of what you're doing. And I want to gain some experience. I don't have experience in this clinical research space. I want to enter into the clinical research space. And what I did was, because I was and that's another thing too, whenever you begin to put yourself out there like that, my inbox has been blowing up like wildfire. And it's to the point to where I am really not able to have a lot of coffee chats just with individuals. It has to be business meetings, potential business meetings, or potential clients. Every once in a while, I'm able to squeeze in, small coffee chats here and there, but it's to the point to where I can't do it anymore. My plate is full. It's so full. Again, I have a marketing team. We're working on strategies on how to, build my brand and make it even stronger, for people to see exactly who I am, and for people to understand my story, and just to attract the right individuals to come my way so I can help them. Right. And that's something that you need to be thinking about as well. Again, whenever you position yourself in the right space, in the right area, and in the right way, the opportunities will come. It's a slow moving process. As an entrepreneur, Rome wasn't built overnight, and your business is not going to be built overnight. It's a slow process. But here lately, I'm going to say within the last year, for me, I have seen growth I've never seen before in my life. Now, whenever I first started this particular series, 6 days training session, I was at a little over 3,700 followers. I am well over 3,900 followers right now. I'm on the verge of having 4K followers. What does that mean to me? And what will that say to you whenever you're showing up on LinkedIn and telling your story and telling people what you have to offer and teaching? That means it's resonating with the audience. That's resonating with your people. And the momentum, it takes time. Sometimes it flows very fast. And then sometimes you may hit a slow point. You may post something, or I may post something on LinkedIn and it flops and nobody really says anything. But remember, whenever I said a few days ago, that doesn't really matter, because there's somebody out there watching. People don't normally say anything. Sometimes what they normally do is they sit back and watch to see how much information you're going to put out. They sit back and watch your story. They sit back and watch how you're building your brand and your business. And if it's something they feel like they can benefit from, or learn from, or just become inspired from, they're going to connect with you. And then what will happen is, and like in my case, my posts have been shared with different other organizations and businesses within this industry, to the point to where they're like, you know what, we see what you're doing. I think I want to, whatever it is, I won't go into details on that. We want to partner with you. We've got certain things going on, and we want you to be a part of this, because you're helping each other in the industry. You can't build a business by yourself. It takes so many different people, so many different layers, so many different other businesses to help your particular business grow. So again, I say the marketing team, because if you're creating a product, creating a brand, and showing up on LinkedIn, at some point you're not going to be able to do it all. I can't do it all, and I'm not an expert at everything, and I'm not claiming to be, and God knows I'm not. And I'm so glad that there are people out there that are better at doing the social media marketing part. So that's whenever you know your business is growing. That's whenever you know that the visibility is strengthening. Remember, I talked about that visibility score being, if it's less than 40, you're not really showing up the way you should. But if you are getting past 40 and past 70, that means that your branding and whatever your message is, it's growing and it's resonating with your audience. And I promise you on my soul that these companies will want to partner with you. And then a lot of other people want to partner with you. So let me back up, for instance, the visibility. Let's talk about that. I have showed up enough within this, I call it within a shorter time frame, really zoning in on what I'm doing and what I'm building in Sikeston, Missouri. I've had so many people reach out to me, of course, wanting to be a part of what I am creating. So I decided to create a clinical science research solutions volunteer leadership application. And the instructors, that's another thing. I have instructors for my academy. I'm working on my own conference next year. I've got a professor from Harvard I'm working with, and he's helping me prepare for my conference. And then we're getting some business matters and logistics figured out. And then I have my board members, which is also a blessing too for my nonprofit organization. Again, there's that visibility, there's that partnership, there's the branding that I'm talking about. This is the story that I have, and you have to start somewhere. So with the application, I posted the application maybe about almost a week ago. And before the week was out, I literally had about 70 applicants. And right now, I need to go back and look at the last time I saw the applicant number. I had 80 people to sign up. 80 people. That's huge to me. That's almost 100 people that have shown interest in my business. They've shown interest in the fact that, they need some experience. They want to be a part of the mission. They want to see my brand grow, the business grow. And so my gift to them is, great, let's fill out this application. Eventually, my team and I, we're going to ramp up with interviews, and then, create committees for the individuals that have signed up and said, hey, I want to help you, and then towards the end, you're going to receive a certificate and all kinds of great stuff. But that's what happens whenever you are showing up as a business owner and you're on a mission. What else? Since I'm working on partnering, let's go to the partnership part. Partnerships come whenever you are building true relationships with people. You are not pitching a sale. You're not pitching, come join me, and this is the money that we're going to make. Yeah, money is going to be involved, but you have to, whenever you approach people with partnership ideas, what is going to be the benefit for them? How are they going to benefit from your partnership or the partnership that you create with them? So again, for me personally, since I'm looking for a PI in this area, a physician, I know from the jump that we did not have any, most of the physicians here do not have a private practice. They're affiliated and they have contracts with the hospitals. And the traditional way of asking a PI to partner with me so I can open up a clinical research site, that does not work. It doesn't work. So there's a workaway around it, to the point to where now, remember whenever I talked about, I had one physician that I'm going to be sending a portfolio to that I am creating that's going to have all the information that they need, even including the PI Academy that they're going to be training on. I will train my team and I will train them on. I have one now, I have two physicians in this area that are interested. And now I will be emailing them with the information that they need. So I said, hey, once you are, and here's the thing, here's another thing too. I was told that I don't need to worry about courses or anything like that. This second physician that's interested flat out told me, like, hey, look, you know what? For my continuing education, I need something that surrounds research. I said, just go ahead and come my way. Let me go ahead and send you the information. So it works out perfectly. Let me tell you something, whatever you're building and whatever God gifted talents that you have that has been placed in your heart, you better run with it, because there's somebody out there that's going to say, you know what, I need you. I need you. So that's how I'm building the partnerships. I'm going in and I'm just being real and authentic. And I ask the questions, you interweave what you're doing into the conversation. So if you're having a checkup for whatever reason at your at the doctor's office, and you're having small talk with your physician, oh, hey, how are you doing? What do you do for a living? Then I am able to interweave the conversation and the topics. Oh yeah, I work in the clinical research space and I work for one of the bigger CROs in the industry and I'm an FSP worker for GSK. Those conversations, it goes over well. It piques their interest because they know that this stuff doesn't exist. They're like, oh, really? And then I tell them what I have going on. Oh, honey, you're a businesswoman. You have so much going on. And then I will ask them, is this something you'll be interested in? And they'll look at me and say, oh, yes, it is. So, I love having those kind of conversations, and I'm very personable with it. They're light and easy conversations, and I let them know, and they'll tell me, hey, look, here's my email address. Go ahead and send it to me. Send me the information. I'm like, perfect. I said, well, after you have reviewed it, we have Starbucks here in Sikeston. This was the last conversation I had recently, a few days ago, with a physician. And I said, look, we can have go to Starbucks and have a coffee conversation. Let's meet up. He said, oh yeah, sure. So that is how you build partnerships with other individuals that are not even in the clinical research space. You tell them your story, you tell them what you're building, and you let them know, hey, with the partnership, what we can do together will impact the whole community. Not only will there be money made, and this is not a magical thing, it's not going to happen overnight, but the impact that we're going to make in the community will be huge. And also it will benefit you too, because he needs the continuing education. So it's a win-win. There's such an overflow going on, and it blows my mind. I couldn't figure out, or I was, figuring out, like trying to think, like, how in the world am I going to talk to physicians about what I'm doing, and how are they going to take it? Because let's be real, and I'm very real, and I'm very real with them too, and anybody else that I work with. I'm an African American woman in a place where sometimes we have hurdles that we have to take and jump over, because there's still that stigma there. But I can tell, and it depends upon the individual. Some people are a little bit more open-minded, and these individuals are more open-minded. They're looking for growth. They're looking for more training. Of course, with the clinical research stamped on their resume, or they're a part of something much bigger, well, that's a big win for them too. And then what will happen is, as long as it's something positive, word will spread abroad. Doctors, they know doctors, they have circles. So I know for sure that once this hits, once I start really digging into the conversations with these two, more will show up. 3, 4, 5 will start showing up at my door, literally, or on my phone, if you will. So that's how you build partnerships. Another way of building partnership is being proactive. I was proactive, and what I did was I contacted one company because I wanted to use them in my at my soon to be site anyway. And I thought, you know what? You know, in this industry, they don't have certain tech implemented into the educational programs. And that's something that was dear to my heart too. So what I did was I pitched to them, or I said to them like, hey, you know, this is what I want to do in my educational programs. And is there any possible way that, what would that look like as far as the partnership? They said, hey, you know what? Send me a demo of what you have. We've had meetings. They absolutely love my demo. And now the ball is rolling in that area as far as the partnership too. So again, this all goes back to how you are able to gain partnerships. You have to share something of value. And it's not just for your business, but how is it going to help their businesses grow? How is it going to help their clients grow? So those are some of the things you need to think about whenever you are wanting to show up as an entrepreneur and you feel like you have something to offer. You need to make for sure that you explain to the B2B clients, B2B businesses, or even B2C, that this is what you have to offer and this is the transformation it's going to provide. And the transformation that I know that's going to provide is going to happen in my community will be such an overflow, and it won't just be Southeast Missouri. It's going to overflow into other areas. And then at that point, because I am building this infrastructure from scratch as a site owner, there are certain things I'll be able to implement into the mentorship program for other aspiring site owners that live in a research desert area that people are not really teaching. They don't know because they're not living it. Huge difference. And that's how you are able to create side hustles. And really and truly, I don't even know if you want to call it, you can call it a side hustle if you're still wanting to keep your day job. But sometimes those side hustles actually become full-blown entrepreneur businesses, a full-blown thriving business. So I'm very grateful to be in this particular space. I'm very grateful and honored to have people that want to join the mission and join and understand what I'm building. And if you do not understand what I'm building or what it's all about, please inbox me and ask me questions. Let's see here. And I encourage you to post at least once a week. Figure out, as you're building your business and your brand and you're creating content, you need to figure out what's working for you that's going to help you become more visible to your ideal client, to your ideal B2B clients, so you can gain the partnership, so you can increase your visibility. Because once you become consistent at telling your story, let's say you're consistent on following up or showing up on LinkedIn on Mondays with a live video. You're consistent with showing up on LinkedIn with carousels on Wednesdays. You're consistent with showing up on LinkedIn and going live again, talking about your journey or talking about the tips and tricks that people can implement into their businesses. And hopefully there's a transformation out of whatever it is that you're teaching. Okay, so what I'm going to do is actually see what kind of comments are coming through. It looks like we have a few comments coming through. Let me know if I'm pronouncing your name wrong or right. I feel like I'm going to butcher it. My apologies for that. So is this Mugilraj? Let me know if I'm pronouncing it wrong. So he says that grateful for the tips and strategies sharing today. Thank you. Let me know if you have any questions. And I love getting on here and sharing my journey. It's so much more to come, and I'm learning so many things along the way. Another thing to think about is whenever you're building a business and a brand in the clinical research space, you want to make sure that you're doing things the right way, the legal way, and having clinical research lawyers that I didn't even know existed. Hey, community on Facebook, Sikeston, Missouri, people, wherever you are, Did you know that we had clinical research lawyers? I didn't until not long ago. Earlier this year, something like that. No, a little while ago. I did not know that, and it's awesome. It's awesome because they know the ins and outs as far as the regulatory part and how you should be set up correctly as a site owner and what you should be doing and then avoiding and making sure you're audit ready, all those types of things. So that's a beautiful thing. And then also because you can go Mew. Okay. Because I am working on building such a huge infrastructure. I have a grant writer and I absolutely love her. Um, we're going over so many different things that matter for the infrastructure that I'm building. And what I love about her is the fact that she's so detailed. That's something to keep in mind. If you find a grant writer, make sure they are very, very detailed with you. And you will have to make some investments, but the investments that you make earlier on in your business will prevent you from coming out of pocket later on, especially whenever you have somebody like her in your corner and working with you. Miles, hi Miles. He says, "Hi Alicia, I've been keeping up with your LinkedIn post about visibility and would love to connect. Inbox me." Mew. Okay, before I go there, you can go Mew. Okay. Hi Mew. Thank you so much for bringing this topic on live. I totally understand how busy you will be, and I am one of your LinkedIn inbox filler. But I am knocking every door possible to establish my skills, to establish yourself and your skills as you should. That's what building visibility and partnerships. It comes with networking and showing that you have something to offer and showing that you are wanting to learn. That's where it starts. Any other questions? I love going live. I get to talk to people on a Saturday night. It's 8:25 p.m. on a Saturday night. And again, this recording will be uploaded into Thinkific as well. And I normally have PowerPoint slides, but today I said, nah, I don't want to do PowerPoint slides. I'm able to talk about this because this is what I'm doing. It's a journey. And again, whenever you're actually living something, you don't necessarily need PowerPoint slides. You may need them to organize, write down some notes, obviously. But once you start doing it so much and I'm documenting my journey, it sticks within my mind because it's something that I'm doing every day. I'm going to go to Facebook and see if I have any comments there too. No. Okay. No questions there. I'm also streaming live on YouTube. I like StreamYard. So, you guys, if you decide to go live, think about which platform you want to use. StreamYard is a really great one because you can stream on all, at least from what I know, LinkedIn, Facebook, uh, Instagram, and YouTube all at the same time. And you don't have to worry about posting the video separately on each platform. You might have to add some more details, like whenever you go to YouTube, maybe add the thumbnail. But usually, if you add the thumbnail here in StreamYard, it will show up on YouTube and LinkedIn too, Facebook, Instagram. Okay. Well, I was not going to keep everybody long. This lasted for 30 minutes. Again, just to recap, we talked about how today is the last day. We talked about how to position yourself for side hustles, partnerships, and visibility. Once you become used to showing up on LinkedIn and you're not shy and you're providing value, it becomes easier in time. All right, what? Mew, I'm excited to share that I graduated this week with my master's in clinical research and regulatory affairs. That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, I could use you to help create courses. It's a pleasure to share this milestone with you during a live session. Grateful to be a part of this amazing community as I take the next steps into the field. That is absolutely amazing. I'm proud of you, Mew. I think you filled out the application, right? It's really cool to see other people coming into this industry and wanting to learn more because eventually, we're going to need more people. The ones that have been in the industry for some time, as you know, with any industry, people will start to retire, and then we need to bring in new individuals and get them trained. Yes, okay, that's what I thought. Awesome. Yeah, eventually we will be rounding. I'm going to have a meeting with my team and we are going to get everything situated. We got to get some things situated first before we start interviewing everybody. Um, and I will be taking a bit of a break before we start interviewing. Any other questions? Last but not least, I have a special bonus for anyone that has, and I posted it on LinkedIn too. Anyone that has registered for these live events within Thinkific. And I know my regular mentorship program, the price is up there. It's a 6-week program. I help you package your idea and, into a service. You'll have access to the marketing team so you can market it and have a partnership with me. And then you'll be able to market it on your own platform for 100% profit. So 2 ways of making money. But as a special gift to you all, uh, I will have a 4-week entrepreneurial mentorship program for $997 for 4 weeks. It's not the full 7 grand. That gift code, yes. Yeah, that's the gift. That's my gift for everybody that's showing up. It's $997. Again, I put a lot of effort and time into my people, and I make for sure that you receive exactly what you pay for. I don't care if it's $10,000 or $200. Whatever I said I'm going to help you with in the program, that's exactly what you're going to receive. And my programs are a turnkey. It costs way less than a university. Even the main program costs way less, and you're going to receive a lot more. There's a lot of hands-on training. There's a lot of one-to-one meetings. These are group sessions that we have for an hour every week for 4 weeks. And then in between that, if we need to have ad hoc meetings to make for sure that whatever product that you're creating, whatever ideas that you are creating is in alignment. And then also don't forget, if you go with the full-blown side hustle program, you will be able to again co-market your product on my website, and you'll have access to the marketing team. So I make for sure that whatever you're creating, it's not just a certificate that you're going to receive from my program. You will receive a fully finished product, and you'll be able to market your actual product. So, that's the gift that I have to to the individuals that are looking to sign up for the mentorship program. So that's my gift to you. And this offer is only going to be for 3 days, 72 hours. And I'm only taking 5 people. So if you are interested, you better make sure you DM me gift. And also there are payment plans too. Oh, you guys, okay, I want to go back and talk about something right quick. It's such a blessing. Honest to God, I'm very, very humbled. You all know I have my GoFundMe page for the nonprofit organization, and it's for all the initiatives that I have going on to make sure that my courses are accredited to help, with building the infrastructure in this particular industry and for my area. I just received a notification that someone has donated to my foundation. Thank you. You know who you are. I really appreciate that. I'm very, very honored. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It means a lot to me. And it's going to mean a lot to my board members too. I can't wait to tell them, if they're watching and listening, like, hey, guess what? We received some more donations. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, she and I, she's doing her own thing. She's another business owner, entrepreneur in this space, and she's doing quite well herself. I admire her from one entrepreneur to the next. Okay. Again, if you have any more questions, please DM me if you're interested and you're ready to start your own business. Again, I have a turnkey program. You will not have to go looking anywhere for any of the resources. I have them right there. And remember, as a business owner, you do have to invest in yourself. And all of us entrepreneurs, we know the amount of investment that we have to input into our businesses. And it's not cheap, but it's well worth it in the end. Okay. If nothing else, we are ending this live last day LinkedIn series on a great note. I will be providing more training soon in the upcoming weeks on various topics that's centered around what I'm doing in this particular area. And I'm looking forward to networking and seeing the responses and seeing how I can help other individuals and seeing how I can educate my community, because we all need it, and I'm here to educate as much as possible. And I'm building a team. I have an awesome team, and by the time I'm done, we are going to be on fire. It takes time to build an empire, though. It takes a lot of time and effort, sweat and tears, staying up. I stay up until 5 o'clock in the morning sometimes, falling asleep at my laptop working, but I keep going because I know that there's something greater. I have a greater purpose. All right. Have a good night, Mew, and have a great weekend. You too. All right. Good night, everyone.